All right, so you know how we like to do deep dives into stuff?
Yeah.
We're doing that again today.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me this really interesting marketing material piece
Right.
from Shirdell,
Yeah.
and it's all about
It's really fascinating how they're positioning these cuisines.
Oriental cuisine.
Yeah, Middle Eastern and East Asian cuisine.
Right. It's really cool how it's not just like, here's a list of ingredients or recipes.
Yeah.
It's more like they're trying to
They're trying to create a world.
yeah, transport you to this whole experience.
Exactly. It's really appealing.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to deep dive into today.
All right, sounds good.
So one of the things that they really emphasize is the sensory experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they talk
What,
about
the colors,
yeah,
the aromas, flavors.
right. And they use such vivid language.
It's like they want you to really feel it.
Yeah, like you can almost taste it.
Like imagine, you're biting into a fiery Sichuan peppercorn. Yeah.
In a Chinese stir fry, or you get that delicate scent of saffron threads
Mm.
in a Persian rice dish.
It's making me hungry just thinking about it.
Please.
So they're really selling this whole sensory experience.
Mm,
But they also offer a pretty wide range of ingredients,
they do.
which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, and it's like they're speaking to everyone.
Yeah, it's not just for experienced chefs or something.
No, not at all. They've got things for beginners,
Right. What kind of things are we talking about for beginners?
like soy sauce,
Okay.
rice paper,
Sure, those are pretty basic.
right? Like staples for easy weeknight meals.
Exactly. I could totally see myself using those.
Yeah, Charlie.
But then they also have these more unusual ingredients
Oh, yeah.
that I was like,
What is that?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that before.
for example, they mentioned barberries.
Oh, yeah, those are interesting.
I don't even know what those are.
They're like this tart berry that they
Huh.
use a lot in Persian cooking.
It gives this tangy flavor to dishes.
That's cool. And they also talked about medjool dates,
Oh, yeah.
which I love.
They're delicious.
They're so good.
They have that really rich,
caramelly.
yeah, caramelly, almost honey-like flavor.
So it seems like they're trying to make it easier for people to cook these cuisines at home,
Oh, for sure.
because they talk about starting with simple dishes.
Yeah, gateway recipes, like
Oh.
hummus tabbouleh.
Have you found that those are actually good starting points?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hummus is so versatile.
Yeah, you can use it for so many things.
You can use it as a dip, a spread. You can put it on sandwiches. You can put it in grain bowls.
It's a classic for a reason.
It is.
And tabbouleh, I love the freshness.
Oh, yeah, it's so refreshing.
With all the herbs and the lemon.
Yeah, and the lemon really brightens it up.
It's just a really nice introduction, I think,
Yeah,
to Middle Eastern food.
for sure.
So they also mentioned pomegranate molasses,
Oh, yeah.
which I have to admit I've never actually used.
Really?
I've seen it at the store, but I've always been kind of intimidated by it.
Oh, I know what you mean.
What is it like?
It's like this syrupy reduction.
Okay.
Made from pomegranate juice.
Huh.
It's tart, it's sweet,
Interesting.
and it adds this really unique complexity to dishes.
What kind of dishes would you use it in?
You can use it in.
Is it mostly sweet or savory?
It can be used in both, actually.
Oh, wow.
It has this long history dating back to ancient Persia.
Oh, wow.
It was traditionally used in savory dishes, like stews and tagines.
Okay.
You can even drizzle it over grilled meats.
That sounds amazing.
It gives this tangy sweetness that's really interesting.
Okay, so pomegranate molasses is definitely going on my list to try.
It's worth it.
Okay, so another ingredient that they really highlighted was za'atar,
Oh, yeah.
which I am a little bit familiar with, but I don't know a ton about it.
So za'atar is
So I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
it's this blend
Yeah.
of dried herbs,
Okay.
toasted sesame seeds,
Uh-huh.
and sumac.
Wow, sumac.
Yeah, it's this tangy spice.
I've had sumac before.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's got this
like a lemony.
lemony partness to it.
Yeah.
And what's cool about za'atar is the exact mix
Okay.
varies by region and even by family recipe.
Oh, wow.
So it's
It's like their own little secret.
yeah, it's like a culinary fingerprint.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, but you always get that earthy, citrusy flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Middle East,
Yeah.
they eat it a lot for breakfast,
Yeah.
sprinkled on bread with olive oil.
So that sounds really good.
It's so simple, but so delicious.
Yeah.
But you can also use it in other ways, too.
Hey, really?
I love using it to season roasted vegetables. It gives them this, extra layer of flavor.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, the za'atar, complements the natural sweetness of the vegetables.
Oh, I like that. So we're talking about all these ingredients, and it's reminding me that the marketing material that you sent, it has like a little FAQ section.
It does.
Which I thought was really helpful.
Yeah.
Because they answer some questions.
Right.
That I think a lot of people might have.
Like common stumbling blocks.
Exactly.
Things that might hold people back.
Right. Like one of them was about how to work with rice paper.
Oh, yeah.
Which can be tricky.
Yeah, rice paper can be a little intimidating.
Yeah. It's like...
It's so delicate.
Yeah, and it sticks to itself.
It does.
And it can tear easily.
So what do they say?
Well, they basically say that the key is warm water.
Ah. Oh.
Like you just need to dip it in warm water.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Just to soften it up.
Right. And then you can fill it with whatever you want.
Right.
Veggies, herbs, tofu, whatever.
And they say not to overthink it.
Right.
Just have fun with it.
Yeah. And they say that with practice, you'll get a feel for it.
You will.
Like how much filling to use.
Yeah. Exactly. It's all about practice.
Okay. So that's good advice, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And then another question that they answered was about soy sauce versus tamari.
Ah, yes. The age-old debate.
Right. Because a lot of people...
Probably get confused.
Yeah. They don't know the difference.
What is the difference?
So what they say is that basically both are fermented soy products.
Right.
But tamari is made only from soybeans.
Okay.
Whereas soy sauce
Yeah.
often includes wheat.
Which can make it saltier.
Right, and less nuanced.
Interesting.
So they're basically saying that if you want a gluten-free option, or just like a more intense flavor,
savory flavor,
tamari is the way to go.
Go with tamari.
I agree with them.
Yeah.
I actually prefer tamari myself.
Me too.
It has that like deeper, richer flavor.
It's not as one-dimensional?
No, it's more complex.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
So it's cool that they're like really highlighting these ingredients and like explaining the differences.
And like encouraging people to try new things.
It's like they're inviting people to become more knowledgeable.
Right. Do you think that reflects like a larger trend in food culture?
I think so.
Okay.
I think people are becoming more interested in global cuisines.
Right.
And they want to understand
Yeah.
not just the recipes,
Right.
but the ingredients.
The building blocks.
The soul of the cuisine.
Right. Because it's like...
It's like learning a new language.
Yeah.
But with flavors.
Exactly.
And I think that's really exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It opens up a whole world of possibilities.
So they also mention in their marketing materials that they have their own podcast.
They do.
And an Instagram account.
Yeah, dedicated to
Middle Eastern and East Asian cooking.
That's cool.
Yeah. So what other resources would you recommend for someone who wants to like dive even deeper into this?
Well, I think local ethnic markets are great.
Oh, yeah.
You can find all sorts of interesting ingredients there.
Yeah, and you can like talk to people who work there.
Who know about the ingredients.
Yes.
They can give you tips on how to use them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're also like...
Tons of cookbooks.
Yeah, and food blogs.
Oh, yeah.
That are dedicated to specific regions.
Exactly.
So you can really like focus in on...
Yeah, if you find yourself drawn to a particular cuisine, you can really dive deep into that.
So it seems like the key takeaway here is to be curious and adventurous.
Absolutely.
Like, don't be afraid.
To experiment.
Yeah.
To try new things.
Take mistakes even.
Yeah.
Because that's how you learn.
That's how you grow.
Right. And most importantly, just like...
Enjoy the journey.
Yeah, savor the journey of discovering...
New tastes and traditions.
Right. It's not just about...
It's about the experience.
Yeah.
The whole experience.
So yeah, I think that's a great place to end it.
All right.
So thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For this deep dive into...
Oriental cuisine.
Oriental cuisine. And hopefully we've inspired you
I hope so.
to get out there and
explore
and
be adventurous in the kitchen.
Okay, till next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.